and welcome to Nerd Alert. I'm Kim Horcher, which you should know because I'm in literally every video. I want to introduce to you my special guest this week. He is a man that you may see on many channels on the TYT Network and beyond, including Marvel's Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.'s After Show and also supplementary materials. It's Brett Erlich.
What?
Yay, it's Brett.
Thank you so much for having me on the show.
Thanks for coming back.
I'm so happy.
I'm not getting scared from last time.
You know what else? For camera nerds, you should go to sony.com/4K creators and subscribe to that channel because we show you all kinds of cool stuff about cameras.
That's what Brett's doing now.
That's what pays bills.
One of the many things Brett's doing now.
Yes.
But what we're going to talk about right away is something kind of related to cameras because it's a movie. And that movie is the Valentine's Day romantic classic, Deadpool. Yeah, that's referring to the billboards that will trick your girlfriend.
So good.
But this girlfriend already knows, but I'm still going, mister. Basically, it's been denied release in China due to graphic violence and I believe nudity. And it has something unique to it, which is it is a rated R superhero action comedy. Now, if you look at other superhero blockbusters, they're not R. They're PG-13, and that has been the safe way to go. And honestly, the right way to go for Deadpool has to be an R. That's the character he is.
Yes, you just have to do that. And I think there are so many superhero movies being made that it's all right in this case that we are going to have like one where they cuss. Let's just do it. And actually there are other films that are out there that are edgier and don't really pick up the moniker of like giant superhero blockbuster tentpole that ended up doing well, even if it's not explicitly like being like, I don't know if it's rated R, but like Kick-Ass was one where like Chloe Moretz was just like
foul-mouthed. And she's like a kid.
Exactly. And so I like, and Super was another one where it's just, you know.
Oh, that was dark.
It was really dark. And I like that. And I think, you know, Ryan Reynolds I've liked in the past. And if China, and the thing is this is the kind of decision you make as a studio where if the people of China are like, we're actually not going to distribute, you know.
Well, the thing is, I mean, these movies, they make a lot, well, not just superhero movies, but movies in general. But I think in particular superhero movies, you may remember Iron Man did include some extra scenes for the Chinese market to appeal to them more, which is that they make a lot of money overseas, particularly in China. So Deadpool stands to lose hundreds of millions of dollars on this. China is very unique in that it does not have traditional ratings like we have.
Right.
It's the government deciding which movies are acceptable and which aren't. And many of them, you know, sometimes for other movies, there are scenes edited out or severely changed to suit the markets better. And at any rate, I don't know if they're going to do this for Deadpool. I mean, I guess they could, but I'm so proud of them for sticking to that R rating. And if they were to falter from that, I'd be upset. That's a serious disservice.
Right. It's the graphic nature of the violence because you can change the words, I'm sure, you know. And then especially because you're like most of the time his mouth is covered.
Yeah.
You know, that's the thing about Deadpool that I'm more concerned about than anything else.
Deadpool's the kind of character, I don't know how much they're going to spend on Wade Wilson. I'm guessing not that much. And then I'm sure he'll keep his mask on for a lot of the time and maybe demask once or twice.
There's definitely clips.
And completely unfuckable.
You look like the inside of other people's assholes.
TJ Miller.
I like that.
Yeah, he's great. I like this pairing. I love this pairing.
Yeah.
You know, because especially when we're talking about Ryan Reynolds in superhero movies, he did his Green Lantern, and it was that light never turned on.
He met his wife.
Good for him. Bad for me. The problem is with that is he went away from the traditional Ryan Reynolds thing. He tried to make the turn to like action star and got away from like that personality that made him famous. And Deadpool is exactly who he is. And then to have TJ Miller as a sidekick, I think is a really good.
Well, TJ Miller is fun if you've heard his stand-up or maybe seen him on Silicon Valley.
Erlich Bachman.
Dirty. He's so good. I love it. Yeah, Erlich.
I love it. It's weird. I'll be like, I put on HBO
like,
and I'll just like look up from like eating spaghetti and be like, oh, I want to hang out with these guys.
On the subject of Green Lantern, that movie was a flop. And a lot of the reason why is because it didn't make sense. It had a misunderstanding of the source material. It was bland. It was this algorithmically created
Yeah, you
Sorry
got
about
it.
that.
That's
I
it.
got it the third time. Character that was just, I mean, it's here to make this person happy and this interest happy, but in the end, it didn't make people happy and it didn't make money as a result.
Yeah.
And that's what I don't want that for Deadpool. I don't think anyone wants that for Deadpool. And I'm glad to see, I mean, Ryan Reynolds is bankrolling this at least in small part. So I feel like
Really?
a little bit. I mean,
Wow.
he's not definitely not funding the bulk, but he has pushed so hard also on his own reach to
Right.
campaign for this movie, campaign for this role. I do think he truly loves the character, and I think he has a good understanding of the character, and I hope other interests don't water that down.
Right. There was an era in superhero movies where they did the big ones, but it was like the tent pole, like Batman and Spider-Man, and then trying to kick Superman online, where then they started going out into these other characters, and they didn't have like superhero movies locked down. They didn't have it figured out. Now they've got like the big franchises that are like the Avengers is popping. So you've got this like there's a solid, well-functioning machine. And so and that more than any previous time like galvanized the support in the mainstream for superhero films that now people have more of a base knowledge to like say, oh, if it's not Batman, Superman, or Spider-Man, I'm still gonna give it a chance. So
And then we have like the success of Guardians of the Galaxy, which
Yes.
most people have not heard of these characters before, but it turned out to be a great movie. Maybe due to lack of meddling, or I'm not sure, but James Gunn really came through, and it turned out to be a great movie despite being a relatively unknown franchise.
Yeah.
And I'm hoping this is where we go. Deadpool, I mean, I think he's well known, but I think I also live in a little bit of a bubble. So I don't know if everyone thinks the same way I do. But what I'm hoping is that they stick to what they're doing now, which is, yeah, it's going to be rated R. No, we're not going to change it. And just go with that and keep it as original and pure as it can be. Audience, what do you think? Let us know below in the comments. And please like and subscribe for more.